This one's for my young Africans and Caribbeans, yeah? I work with a young African man, yeah? And me and him talk, obviously, because we work together. We're roughly around the same age. So there's some cultural things that African people believe about Caribbean people, which are like, you know, you guys are not polite. I don't know why you'd think that. Again, assumption is the mother of all fuck ups. We all know that, innit? People assume how people behave on the outside by watching someone else who we're not sure if they are from the same country or is Caribbean or African. Do you get it? Because all black people are from Africa. I think everyone should know that. And it's not something where I have to teach anybody, because it's not a history class. It's just a conversation about cultures and what people believe. I feel that as a Caribbean young man, yeah, I feel that there's a lot of stigmas what happened to us through the time, right? Some of them are us not being polite, not being respectful, all of these types of things. I get that a lot of African people have been taught and brought up to respect their elders. That's the same thing in the Caribbean. Like, I'm well over 35. I don't have to tell you my age, I never will. But I never, and my nan lived for longer than that, I never swore in front of my nan or anything, or even answered the phone on badness in front of my nan, because it's my nan, out of respectfully. Same thing with my granddad. I don't be doing that, because that's my granddad. There are all different types of households, yeah, brought up with different types of culture. You know, respect everyone who you see, say please and thank you. When you go to people's houses, don't ask them for nothing. If somebody offers you a biscuit or something, say no thank you for offering, bloody blah, and go and sit yourself back down. Don't be running up and down in people's houses. Or when we're out at this place, don't start acting a fool, yeah? I heard all these types of things. I even heard don't be eating in my car. That's what my dad was on. Don't eat in the BMW, don't do it. My dad will give you such a box. And that's what I grew up with. So it's very weird sometimes for me to hear that through other people, because I'm saying all you're doing is assuming that one person's probably lifestyle, what you've seen. Because if I ask you, have you been to the Caribbean or have you seen that for yourself, the answer's no, innit? But my thing is never to get in a back and a forth with African people, because like I said, and I say it a lot of my videos, all black people are African, that's it. We all come from one place, you understand? But we argue the most with each other. For what reason? The reason is probably people feeling that our thing's better than your thing. Listen, it doesn't matter. Nobody cares. The only person that cares is you. And I rate the people that still have energy for that, because you're at a funny point in your life where you feel that being better than someone else is going to get you a better place in life, or allow you to be more privileged, or God will respect you a little bit more. It's not like that. They don't want you to disrespect nobody. You should know that. Start reading the Bible from the beginning, not from the back. You understand? But with that said, the differences between us are, there is none. You know, like when we spoke about some cultural things, yeah, it's only because I know about certain cultural things in Africa, because I've researched it for myself. I don't listen to what other people tell me. I go and find out myself. How do I know that they don't know something what's not right, or they're telling you information which is not right? I'm not in my early 20s, I'm in my 30s. So when I'm digesting information from people, especially people who I don't really know like that, I question them. Of course I do. Who wouldn't? Why not? There's nothing wrong with questioning people's origins of information. Where'd you get that from? Who told you that? Your uncle. What does your uncle do? He's a what? Train driver. Right, bruv. Come on, man. You're telling me about something what happened years ago in the war, and That's what your uncle does. Doesn't work in history or nothing, no? Okay. I'll have to research for myself. But I remember what you're saying. I listen. Because you listen and you learn. And you listen and you don't really judge too much, because that is showing a level of respect. But if you find something out for yourself, and I find this thing to be in truth, big man, I'll bring this up to your face and say, read this for a second. Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, stop spreading that false news, false allegations. Like, I never spread any type of false allegations to say that African young men are ruder than Caribbean young men. They could all be the same. I think amongst our community, yeah, the earning respect and asking for respect from people, I mean, it's not there. You don't need to do that. Generally, when we see each other, yeah, there's a mutual level of respect, and that's the way it should always be. There should be a mutual level of love as well, because we're the same people, you know. We're just born in different places, and the sooner the people like accept that and get over that, they will stop thinking that there's some type of rivalry, because we're always set against each other and never set on the fucking goal. That's the fucking problem. Sorry about the swearing, but I had to emphasize it. The problem is that you get pulled away from the goal, which is over there, and the distraction is in your face. Oh, he said this to you. Oh, he said about this to you. Really? And what makes you think that I care? What makes you think that I should give it the energy of today? You shouldn't. But what I make sure I do, yeah, I always engage with him. Do you know what I mean? Because he's a cool guy. I like his vibe. I'm not trying to be a teacher to him or show him about something about life what he doesn't know. You already know what you know, my boy. And that's how it is. And if you're going to take on more information, you're going to take it on for yourself. But I feel that people who live a very simple life, because we do have Caribbeans, African young men that live a simple life. You know, you're a little square boy, you're a bit of a nerd and all that. That's cool, you know. And engaging with other people, you do that when you can, which is important, because communicating with everyone is important. But when you do, you ask some of the dumbest shit. It's cool, because, you know, every man is a dunce once, but you don't have to be a dunce all your life. You just have to progress off of the dunceness and just get into a scholar, you understand, and just keep it pushing like that. But it's okay to ask the questions, but when people provide you with the information, I think the only respectful thing to do is to be polite about the information which you're receiving and be thankful about it, because those who go out their way to teach others, yeah, it's a blessing, innit? Because you won't get a lot of, like, I don't say you won't get a lot of, it's hard and a rarity to find any man that wants to teach other men something that ain't profiting off them or something. Because capitalising and making something off of other people is just how people are making themselves nowadays in life. So it's hard for people to probably find a mentor or someone that they could turn to or speak to and reason with in life and say, you know what, this thing doesn't make sense in life, and how do I get to that step, and how can I get over there? I'm a person, like, if I have the information available, I will share it. I think it's important. You know, I know it takes a lot for people to even ask people how to do something, and even as young black men, African men, Caribbean men, it's just difficult, innit? Because you don't know how someone's going to perceive what you're thinking in your head, innit? They might say, are you dumb? Like, why would you be thinking about it? That don't make money. Or they might shut down your shit straight away, which, yeah, it will get you on a defensive one, innit? You'll be like, oh shit, I won't talk about it anymore, and maybe I'll just go back to the drawing board. My thing is shoot your shot, innit? Ask people. Ask as many questions as possible. No questions dumb, innit? Like, there's things what people know and there's things what people don't know, innit? The things I don't know and I'm not educated about, I can't tell people about cultural things because I'm not educated in that department. I don't know enough to be able to recite information on what happened on a particular war or a particular invasion or whatever. So I don't be talking about that. But the things what I do know about culturally, you know, like black Caribbean people, when they come to England, them doing the partner to save money, that is a cultural thing for the black Caribbean community. And having a 9 nights or something like that, that is a Jamaican Caribbean thing to do. I don't think it's not just Jamaica. I think it's a lot of places in Caribbean do that, but not other places. Not a lot of other cultures do that. I don't think Africans do 9 nights and stuff like that. They might do. I don't know. Some might have some, but yeah, it's something what we do as well. I can imagine they do something very similar. Let me know if they do in the comment section below, because it's always interesting to hear from those who watch these types of videos, because I realise when I touch on subjects which are about race and how we perceive each other and see each other, yeah, it gets a lot of views. It gets people talking in the comment section. It gets people trying to piece together little bits of stuff what happened in their life and say, oh, this is what someone meant. Yes, this is what they meant. And now you're putting it together saying that, you know, we're all thinking and trying to be singing from the same hymn sheet. That's important, you know. Like I said, my thing is never to divide people that don't understand, innit? Sometimes you need to give people a bit of information so they understand. So it probably makes it a little bit better for them. You know, I think that the misconception of the rudeness and those types of things, you're going to get that anywhere, innit? You know, like, I've seen that through other people. I've seen African people totally ignored you in public or something like that. Other Caribbean people totally ignored you in public and all that. You get that. It might not be your day, innit? But making that an assumption of a general amount of people is, you know, it's just foolish, innit? But I get it. People say sometimes the first thing what comes out of their mouth, and it isn't always the smartest thing. You got to remember that. That's why they definitely tell you, think before you talk. It's the same thing you should do. Think before you comment. But I do want people to comment below in the comment section about their experience, you know, because my experience with young African men, even Caribbean men, it's been quite positive. I've had 1 or 2 students before, you know, like African descent, behaving quite like he was like Central C, like from the hood and all these types of things, and I'm like, it's not gonna, we're not here to do like that type of behaviour management within what I was doing at the time. I was a teacher, a lecturer, so we're not here to do that. I'm just here to teach you a trade, innit? So all of that type of stuff, talking to people like bruv, yeah, fam and all that, just drop it out, innit? I'm not here to talk like that. I'll ask you, what did you say again? And I'll make the whole class be quiet, because no one's communicating like that, and I don't feel that it's very professional for me to allow you to do that inside the classroom, regardless of your background, whether you're Caribbean, whether you're African. It's just not cool, innit? And we're not doing that, because to allow it and to accept it, I don't want my name to be on that and you going out into the world and saying, oh yeah, my lecturer used to let us talk like that all the time, the teacher used to let us talk like that. No, they didn't, so stop it. I don't want you to have a problem as you grow older in life with communicating with people and people understanding that that's the way that you think that you can talk to people. So let's drop that shit out right now. But I definitely do want to know what you guys' thoughts are in the comment section below about this topic, which is people having this misconstrued perception about the young black African man and the young black Caribbean man, because the rudeness is there through and through. On each side, you get people who are rude both ways. So we can't judge anyone on that. You only have to judge on what you see, and there's a lot of us that have good friendships with each other, you know. So I just think it's the type of person who you meet sometimes. Sometimes you can just meet rude people. You know, there's a lot of rude people in London, period, point blank. And some can be more off-putting and more opening to others. while others show you less respect when they see you, because maybe they know that you're not African or you're not Caribbean. It might bother you, innit? You shouldn't let them things bother you, you know, because it's a small minority, just like a small minority of people who say wild stuff in the comment section. It's a small minority. I don't talk about them because engagement is important, and YouTube likes engagement. So I would appreciate it if most of you lot was able to jump down in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. If you've ever had that as a young Caribbean boy, said that like, oh yeah, you know, like Caribbeans are rude and da-da-da-da, like, okay, really? Not the ones that I know. And you've had to kind of like defend it. And I think most people would defend where they're from, because that's not a true picture of you, innit? And if I was like that, I wouldn't be able to do some of the things and operate in the ways that I have, and been able to engage with all different types of races of people, man. I have respect for a lot of people, period. But I just wanted to make this video just to show people that, you know, the perceptions of people and all that, you can't live off other people's like, oh yeah, that's what they're like, or that's what this person's like. Make your own mind up, innit? We're living in 2025. If you're still saying bullshit, you would just get called out on it. That's what we're living in. We ain't got time to be like always educating someone on something. It's not that time, man. You've got a smartphone yourself. Be smart with your phone. Do you get it? Or else you'd be dumb with a smartphone. That doesn't make sense, but it happens. Anyway, I would like you to ask yourself if you found some value in this conversation, and if you did, to subscribe to the channel, because it will help out with my channel. And I enjoy making videos like this because it gets stuff off my chest which I want to say to people, but directly we don't need to be saying and engaging that much as well. I think I've said what I need to say and people understand it. So if you get value, subscribe. If you like the vibe, subscribe. Anyway, all I need you to do now is, guess what? Subscribe. And I'll see you on the next upload. It's done now.